So let's get to it. Let's get to my predictions. So based off of this, I am going to predict that the completion percentage for Zach Wilson is going to be a touch higher than average. So I'm going to have it at 62.3, which is pretty much between where Daniel Jones and Kyler Murray was. I mean, the most recent class had a really good completion percentage. I don't want to put it up into the mid 60s just yet. I think he can get to that. I want to temper expectations. I don't think it dips below 60. It wouldn't be shocking if it did, though, because let's see, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys, more than half, no, just about half, have a completion percentage below 60%. I think we see above, though. I'm going to say 62.3. I say he's about average on the touchdowns per game. I'm going to put him at 22 passing touchdowns in 2021, which would be a pretty solid rate and an improvement from what we saw out of Sam Darnold in his rookie year. Interceptions per game and interceptions on total, I'm going to have him at 10 interceptions, so a little bit less than the average, which was 14. I think he's someone who is not going to turn the ball over a ton at the next level. I think we see that number dip below 10 in the future, but obviously a rookie quarterback is going to have a little bit of some mistakes. Yards per attempt, I expect to see this number higher over the course of his career, but let's put him at 7.1. That we have how many over 7? 1, 2, 3, 4. Justin Herbert is 1. Baker Mayfield is 2, Lamar Jackson is 3, and Deshaun Watson is 4 as the only other quarterbacks to be above 7 in yards per attempt. As for yards per game, I'm going to have him at 223.5, which would put him at 3,800 yards on a 17-game season. So 223.5 would put him at around a little above what Sam Darnold was in his rookie year. You do have some lower averages on here, which pulls this down. Like obviously the Goff at 155. You have Rosen and Allen with some low numbers. Lamar obviously had a low one. Dwayne Haskins had a low one, so that kind of throws it off. And you do have some on the high end, like obviously Deshaun Watson's on the high end, Baker's on the high end, and Herbert's on the high end. But I think we see somewhere in the middle. So between, let's call it 220 and 230. I think we're going to see him. So give me 223.5, which is 3,800 yards. As for rating, the average rating was 82.9. I think we see him in the 87 range. So I'll give him 87.5, which that puts him a little bit above Tua, between what Tua and Burrow was this year, about what Kyler Murray did in his rookie season. I think would be pretty fair. And a little bit better than what we saw from Lamar Jackson. So my expectations are pretty high for Zach Wilson, as looking at what his career is going to be. But as a rookie, I think we have to temper expectations a little bit. But I wanted to put forward a realistic projection of what I think he could do in his rookie year, and this is what I came up with. So let me know in the comments down below, what's your expectation?